going to be providing you with a total score, a series score between the Argos and the Ticats in this new format introduced this year to the Canadian Football League. And the kickoff is going to be taken by Dwight Edwards. He has plenty of speed, and he utilizes that speed to bring it all the way back to the 53-yard line.
Well, JC and them get to come out again and start off in good field position. That time was a kickoff return. Last time was a punt return. If their offense can get something generated now, keep that Hamilton defense on the field, then it'll be an advantage for the Toronto Argonauts.
This reminds you of what Bob Obilovich said early in the season. They weren't high in the ratings in offense or defense, but their special teams were #1. And so far today, that's exactly what we've seen.
First and 10 from the 53-yard line. William Miller takes the handoff. Mike Walker back out there for the Hamilton Tigercats, and he and Ben Zambiazzi came over to make the tackle. We talked about the injury problems with the Ticats. The Argos have one of their own. Gerald Bayless, you saw earlier, suffer that knee injury, and word from the bench is that he will not be back for the rest of the game.
Well, that's tough. He's an awful quick defensive lineman. He's been a big plus for him since he arrived on the scene.
Second and 5, Toronto. Incomplete, intended for Warren Hudson. The Argos will be forced to punt.
Well, that time Warren Hudson came out of the backfield. JC got a blitz by Frank Robinson on his left, and he tried to hit in that area, but unfortunately Hudson couldn't come up with the grab.
I was surprised to see both Darrell Smith and Warren Hudson in the same place. They had two receivers. I thought he was throwing to Darrell Smith, and all of a sudden Hudson reached up to try to pull it down. Somebody got to go a little wider.
Hank Olisic provided the Argos with an amazing edge last week. His punting, plus the returns by the Argos, provided Toronto with a 13-point differential each time the ball was exchanged on a kick. And again, Olisic unloads a big one through the end zone. A 52-yard single point for Hank Olisic.
Well, that's the effectiveness of the Toronto Argonaut kicking game versus that of the Hamilton Tigercats. Paul Osbaldiston cannot punt that well, or doesn't punt that well, and has been used that way. Stapler was punting last week, and he had problems. Now you come up with Hank Olisic kicking a point, getting a point, and every point counts right now.
Every time we've seen the Argonauts play this year, the coach and the other team that we've talked with has said the thing that they fear is Olisic's kicking. He gets them out of so many holes, and he gets them good field position. And boy, that is a big plus when you're in the championship games.
39-20 now. The Argos leading in the total point overall series. Sideline pattern for Ingram, and Ingram is hit as soon as he grabs the throw up at the 40-yard line by Carey.